So, what's going on? How are you? Yeah. That's just like the weirdest thing I own. When I was younger, I used to go to Ottawa as often as I could to visit my great aunt and uncle. My great aunt and uncle were my mother's aunt and uncle. So we used to go very often, and Ottawa was a huge part of my childhood, even though I grew up in Montreal. If anything, Ottawa was the city that I had the most experience with when I was younger. Ottawa isn't a big city, it's just, a capital, and like there's the Supreme Court, and there's like embassies and things like that, and a lot of business people. It was still like pretty instrumental for me, and I loved it a lot, and I still love it just because of all the memories, and like it just holds such good connotations for me. With my aunt and uncle, we would go to the museums, National Gallery of Canada. Spent a lot of time there when I was younger. We'd go to parks, we'd just hang out. Weirdly, when I was younger, I was a homebody. All I wanted to do was stay in the house. What this meant is that the house was a very special place for me. Like, I had my own bedroom, I had my own things there, like my house, basically. And I loved everything inside of it. So, including this guy here. It's pretty big. When I was younger, I was able to like sit between its legs and just cuddle it, and I loved it because it was like purple and squishy, and like, who doesn't love that? Who doesn't love it? It's so interesting looking. The story behind it is that my aunt decided to compete in a radio contest, and she won, but the prizes were this or a pink bunny, and she chose this because the hair somewhat resembles my great uncle. Like, I'm not sure if that's a compliment, but it's what it is. And she had it for quite a while, at least 15 years, I believe. And then when I was about 10, she decided that she didn't want it in the house because, it collects dust. And I remember I was back in Montreal and she mentioned this to me on the phone, and I was like, no, you are not getting rid of that. And she decided to compromise with me and said, all right, you don't want me to get rid of it, you need to take it home. And of course, 10-year-old me was like, all right, sounds good, I'll take it home. So next time I went over, guess what came in the car with me, much to my father's chagrin. I'm a very spatial person. I connect very much with places, and I can remember ridiculous detail about places that I've been to only like once or twice. So having something like this that was just such a big part of that place for me here just felt massive to me. It was like I was having a part of that house, even though it's just like this form of this weird monkey thing. So here he is. He doesn't have a name, but he has a gender. So this is how big he is compared to me now. So imagine a child. Just imagine a child. Also, I'd like to draw your attention to this. I don't know what this is. I mean, I know what this is, but like, I don't know how that happened in the factory. My mom was like, maybe it's a tail, but nope, he's already got a tail. Already got a tail. Maybe it's a different kind of tail. That bit is definitely a lot of why this is the strangest thing that I currently own. What's the weirdest thing you own? Because if it is as weird as this guy, it probably is a pretty interesting story. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye!